Hey, I'm Richard. I'm one of the marketing co-directors for this year's New York City Asian American Student Conference. I'm an English major with a concentration in creative writing, and I'm thinking about focusing on short fiction. So I'm really interested in the ways that the Asian American youth community interacts with itself and other communities. So I'm interested in looking at really the ways that the youth interact with both their own heritage and with their identities as Americans, and how those two come into contact, how they can coexist with each other, and how a lot of times they end up contradicting each other. And I'm interested in following the stories and the experiences of youth in this respect. And I'm also interested in the interactions between Asian American communities and other racial and ethnic communities in the United States. So for example, the Black communities, Latino communities, interactions between East Asians and South Asians, etc. Growing up, I often found that my ideas of race and identity were often lonely and individualistic. I was told as a child that you shouldn't talk about race, and growing in high school, when I did try to start reading racial literature or social justice articles, I didn't really feel a connection to activism. It was mainly just myself, reading by myself. But when I finally went to NYCAASC 2015, I felt like I found a community there. A lot of like-minded people where we were all trying to fight the good fight. And I think that was my first real exposure to the idea that social justice is not just something that you fight for by yourself, but it's something that you do as a community. And that's really why I'm here today, to help other people feel that sense of community and belonging. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to NYCAASC this year. I feel like we've got a lot of stuff waiting that I'm really excited to show off. And I think that the way things are panning out right now, this is going to be one of the most stylish and amazing NYCAASCs in a long time. I think that in recent years there's been a surge of awareness of a lot of Asian American celebrities and performers, and I think that's great. But I think that a lot of the important work that's being done is really in our communities, and I think that the Asian American individual that I look up to a lot at the moment is Ken Chen, the executive director of the Asian American Writers Workshop, because Ken's done a lot of work here, organizing our community, bringing them together to share their ideas and experiences, making people feel like that there's a place where they belong, there's a place where they can come to whenever they're feeling down or lonely or upset about something, not just related to race or ethnicity, but also life in general. So I think that Ken's at the forefront of a lot of this great work, and I admire him for that. Very recently, I've been trying to get into photography. My main specialty is taking pictures of the street and attaching really emo captions to them and uploading them to Instagram and anxiously watching my notifications feed fill up. And I guess on lazy days you can find me watching really sappy, emotional, romantic anime. I think that Steins Gate is one of the best anime of all time. I think that its storytelling will make anyone who watches it cry. I know it definitely made me cry, and I think that it's the standard that I hold every other anime up to now, which is why I probably don't enjoy any other anime as much. I'm also a pretty big video game nerd, and I think two of the games that I'm really into right now are Super Smash Bros. Melee and Dance Dance Revolution. They're really old games, but they're so cool, and when you watch someone play them, or when I watch someone play them, I think, I want to do that. Chinatown Fair Arcade is a staple of not only Chinatown, but New York City as a whole, and arcade gaming as a whole. It's one of the oldest video arcades in the city, and it's also the last surviving video arcade in the city. You don't get the same feeling when you go to somewhere like Dave & Buster's or bowling lanes. Chinatown Fair Arcade is, well, you'll just have to see it for yourself.